against a Loudonville squad coming off back-to-back wins and playing with a ton of confidence. It's live in Free Boys High School Hoops, kicking off the brand new year, and it all goes down next.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
We welcome you to a condensed MWD Logistics pre-game show where we are at the midway point of the season. New Year bringing in some fresh perspective here at the Colt Corral. I am Brian Skowronski. Travis Berardi is with me. Before we dive a little bit deeper into the matchup, of course, we got to honor the greatest country that this planet has ever known, the U.S. of A. Here comes the Star Spangled Banner. So let's sink our teeth right into our team spotlight for Loudonville, winners of 2 straight. They've struggled to shoot a little bit from the floor, but they got a lot of guys that really can contribute, Travis. So this is a team that you can't really key on any one dude in particular. A lot of guys getting involved.
Yeah, averaging 49 points per game, but the problem is their defense. They're giving up almost 53 points per game, and that's just tough for the 9+ points per game scorers in Mack, Wade, Layton, and Shook. I saw them in their win against Kingsway Christian. They have the offense that can get it done. We just have to see the defense tonight.
Our player spotlight tonight is Judah Layton, shooting 47% from 2-point range, nearly a double-double for this kid. So he's getting it done in the painted area for Loudonville. He's definitely, if you had to say that they had a shining star, I think you'd say this small forward is that dude.
Yeah, this is almost to the point of like a Corey Vermillion where you have to closely guard him anywhere beyond the half-court line because he can throw it up and he can put it in.
And for the Clear Fork Colts tonight, a really tough schedule to start the season when you start looking at the likes of playing Lexington, Gallion, Pleasant, Harding, Northmore, Fredericktown, and Shelby. That's everyone they've played so far. Everybody, I think, has a winning record in that bunch. They've somehow been able to fight through with a couple of wins and a big opportunity to gain some confidence here tonight at home.
Absolutely, and with the new format of seeding and whatnot, it don't matter who you play, just that they have some wins. So this could be a good boost for their RPI, per se, from Max Preps to get a win. And this is a team, hey, they'd be a good Pleasant squad. They showed they have the ability to beat teams.
Garrett Holtz, our player spotlight tonight, among the leaders in the MOAC in scoring, 19 points per game, over 8 rebounds. I saw this kid with my own eyes on opening night, and even though Clear Fork wasn't super competitive against Lexington, this guy, you could tell, he's evolving as a player, looked really good.
You can't let Holtz get hot. It's the best I got.
That's all you got?
That's the best I got.
Okay.
But he's a dynamic multi-sport athlete. That's Clear Fork for you. These multi-sport athletes that can take it, any way possible.
Yeah, he's got great size. There he is, coming out here. our keys for Clear Fork tonight. I got 2 for you. Let's begin, though, with the Redbirds. You got to protect your possessions, play for solid shots, and get back on defense. You cannot let the Colts stampede and get out on the fast break. That is when they are at their best, getting some cheapies. And for the Colts to win, run and gun, baby. They are at their best when they're getting up and down the floor. And then you got to own the block. Capitalize on your size advantage. They'll have that at a few different positions on the floor, not just on the interior, but also at the guard. So if you can get a body on a body and own it down in the painted area, I think it could be a very fruitful beginning to 24 for this Clear Fork squad.
And that is what helped them beat Pleasant, is their physicality, their height. Use it to your advantage, use that speed, then use that height as well inside the paint to get it done as we're underway.
Logan Richmond with the back tap, gets the ball into the hands of Clear Fork, and here's Holtz going to work. Lost the handle as he went up. Dakota Shook gave him a little bump to the body, and it forced that one off target. Trying to go down low. Here's Holtz poking away from the bat side. End to end, no foul, all ball. Garrett can't believe it. Take a second look on our Mechanics Bank replay. What do you see, Trav?
Well, see, it's a great take inside, and it looks like they got tangled, but I saw Lane Mack. I think he did get all ball there. It was low, so we couldn't see it as much, but refs were in a better position than us, so I'll go with what they said.
Fun battle inside tonight with Shook matching up here with Holtz. 2 largest players on the floor for now. Quick trigger. Bombs away from downtown. Richmond gets the first points of the night.
Yeah, that's a nice look. And this is a Clear Fork squad that, kind of like the girls, anybody can pull from 3, just like Loudonville. That one's a miss.
Poked away. Holtz tried to get out on the run without the basketball. Shook took it and put it home. So the Birds on the board.
Yeah, it's just a great job by Shook to keep with it.
Catch and release off target. Adam Van Osdol battling inside. Had it poked away, and the Birds, 2 shots, no damage, as they send ahead here for Lane Mack. Tried a 3 the opposite time, and this time off the kick out, he's going to get bumped on the block. And the first foul of the night goes against Garrett Holtz.
Kind of expecting a walk before the foul, but nonetheless.
Be Loudonville ball here with Dylan Wade looking to trigger. Will get it inbounds to Mack. Reset here with Brady Gesner. Another clean look, and Mack, after missing that first one, shied away from taking a couple of open looks here.
See if Loudonville can get its offensive prowess established.
Now the lefty drills it like an oil rig from straight away.
Didn't like the percentage from the side, so they set it up for him to get top of the key, and he nails it to make it 5-3.
First lead of the short contest so far as the Birds pick up their first foul with Shook over the top.
It wasn't more of the reach, but it was more using his body going into the back for the first foul.
Gonna lob it up top. Garrett, quick first step, domineering down the lane. He's on the board.
That's just a beautifully executed play there. Nobody stepped in front of him. He just took it right to the hole.
They send ahead, picked off. Richmond read that one. Clean look, Van Osdol spun out. How about the lane work right now from Logan? He's got a couple of buckets and making his presence felt in the first couple minutes.
Yeah, Clear Fork, like I said, using that height advantage, they're taking it to the offensive glass to get the 2-point lead.
Layden pushes it ahead, but it's to nobody in particular.
Yeah,
I think for Mack, miscommunication. And how aggressive is Holtz? Up and under scoop, there it is, plus one more on the way.
What did I just see? That is a big man take right there. Created the contact and then still had the presence of mind to get the scoop and score.
So Garrett Holtz putting on display here why he's one of the top scorers in the MOAC. And Richmond, another offensive rebound tipped out by Signal Alt, but they give it away. Birds pressing forward here with Layton. Oh, sick pass inside, shook the recipient.
Yeah, you can't let anybody get open underneath behind the defense. That time, Shook was able to find a spot. They got it to him for 2.
Holtz again, the clean release. Hops off the rim, Van Osdol can't save it in bounds. It's over to Loudonville.
And might I add, Holtz is doing this with his pinky and his ring finger taped on his shooting hand, stoved or maybe a bit of a break there, but he's still able to score despite being taped up.
Some shooters just like that too, though. I think
lined up, yeah.
Kobe Bryant at a certain point, he had broken so many of his fingers, he just started doing it.
Clear Fork nearly got a trap there.
Back iron there with that shot from Mack. And in front of the student section, it will belong to Loudonville.
Yeah, I think it was Alt had the hand on the ball last second before he knocked it out.
See athletic director Jess Brokaw down there in the mix.
I think like everybody here in America fighting a cold.
Sounds that way. I myself, I hadn't been sick in like a year until this last week.
I think you just jinxed yourself too, bud.
No, I'm back at it.
Oh, looking back door, couldn't get it.
I like the thought process here. The break in the pass, just off target for the junior.
I will say a completely different change of pace from the first game.
Yeah, getting up and down the floor, both of these teams like to run and gun.
Strip from behind. Has great hands there by Logan Richmond. He was beaten on the drive, but still kept with it and was able to knock it out and force a turnover.
Loudonville's going to continue to pick up half court, man-to-man. Holtz calling for it down on the block, got a look. Didn't get fed, though, as Beachy whirls up a tough shot, lane all over him.
It's a good look. He's just short on it.
From the corner, Dylan Wade, halfway home, popped out, and then right back through the funnel.
The luckiest of rolls there.
Oh, but Holtz back the other way, immediate answer. Not wasting any time.
What'd you say about run and gun, Brian?
That's when this team appears like they're most dangerous, and you see why. Their big fella out running the floor, just more free-flowing. When they get in the half-court set, it doesn't quite look the same as they are when they're just out free-flowing, trying to push the ball in transition.
And as always, you got those football players out there, so they know how to run the floor.
Dangerous deep pass, but it finds its target. Off the kick out, no three ball put up here by Layton. Don't think he's attempted a shot yet.
But Mack and Wade, they have been firing from beyond the arc so far.
Mack this time steps up from the elbow. Richmond skies for the board. Clear Fork pushing the pace yet again. Richmond in transition, clean look. Nothing but net.
8 points for Logan, 2 threes. It's a 5-point Colt lead. You gotta get him on a reach, though.
It's going to be the second foul against Clear Fork. 3:01 remaining here in quarter number 1. Return to action after the new year. And I think we all should get out and do a little bit of running here about this time. Shake off some of that holiday weight.
All those cookies.
Are you more of a cookie guy, or do you dive more into the pies and the brownies?
Look, cookies and brownies. Long rebound out here for Clear Fork.
This is what you like about Holtz. He can push the pace, so can also get his pocket pick. Gesner, end to end. 2 free throws in his future.
I was gonna say, my step cousin makes these sugar cookies with an almond frosting. To die for it, I am. I think I had about 7 of those on Christmas Day.
I'm one of the few members of my family that I don't cook or bake, so everybody else is bringing something to our holiday gatherings. And as the recipient, I gotta say, I enjoyed my time. Up 6 pounds from last week.
You're the one that
Game
actually
season.
wants the game.
I'm working on it, baby. Closing in on 180.
You're going to have some of mine. Wait, yeah.
I just saw you eat a fast break in between games,
I needed
sir.
some energy, man. I'm coming off a cold myself. I'm struggling a little bit. Couldn't miss these 2 games, though.
Yeah, quality doubleheader here. How about Beachy inside? Turned away. Clean block by Layton.
Therefore, going full court press for a second there off the miss. But it's going to turn into a shot.
Wide open look. Max been just a fraction off on his couple of misses from downtown. As Richmond leaves it off, Beachy with the head of steam kick to the corner. Hopes lets it fly. Not this time. Friends in low places, always good to have. Been cleaning up the mess. Bo Dornbreyer.
Yeah, that was a great positioning by Bo there. Backside off the shot. Boxed out his defender and easy reverse layup to make it 17-10.
Another shot from the corner. This time it finds its own from Dylan Wade.
His second 3 of the night. They keep falling, and I like how both teams, they're forcing the issue, but they're getting open shots.
30 combined points here in the first 7 minutes, make it 33. Bo back-to-back buckets.
Bo knows. Bo knows. And a timeout, Loudonville.
Jim Bates, the head coach now in his 3rd season, pulling the trigger on a TO, watching his team fall behind by 7. Great fast-paced action going down in the early portion of this contest, and this was kind of on brand, what we expected. Loudonville coming in, got a lot of confidence right now, back-to-back wins, looking to make it 3 straight, and Clear Fork, I mean, that really is murderer's row, how they had to come out of the gates. So for them to have 2 victories, I think 3 they would have been really, really happy, but they were very competitive in just about every game.
And you know what? Going into the end of the year, they started being competitive. You remember that sectional at Madison against Ontario where they nearly knocked off the Warriors there before a late run. But they started getting their footing, you know, at the end of the year under head coach Tim Bradford. This year, you know, slow start, but I still think that Pleasant win is the signature win for Coach Tim in his early tenure here at Clear Fork. And they can just build. If they can play like that the rest of the year, they'll be competitive.
Yeah, Bradford now in his 2nd season inherited a team that went 0-23. Quick trigger, Judah with the shot. A little bit too strong, and Beachy's going to be fouled after securing the board. Wade on the reach in, and that's 4 now on Loudonville, so 1 more puts the Colts in the bonus.
That's just a frustration foul right there as well for Wade. Unable to get the ball and just, you can't have that, especially early on for your 2nd foul in the 1st quarter. For a guy that's hit 2 threes already.
Loudonville switching to a zone look. That forced inside by Dornbreyer and knocked away. Clear Fork will maintain possession.
Loudonville, their final year in the Mid-Buckeye Conference for all sports. Will be in the K-MAC next year. I think it's a really good fit for them.
Works out. Though not in Knox or Morrow County, so interesting fit. How about that fit through the bottom? Grant Spencer checking in fresh off the bench and instant offense.
4 threes already for the Colts in the 1st quarter.
Wild pass just to keep it in bounds and bailed out. Man, what a whistle.
I think it was Bo put a hand on the back here. Yeah, he kind of just ran through Hunter Poland.
It's also the 4th on Clear Fork, so any foul on either side.
You could also say back to the conferences, Hillsdale's not in the Wayne County. They're in Ashland County, but take out those county leagues anymore and just name it something else. Name it the Brian Skowronski Conference. People love that.
I don't know if they would. We could put it up to a vote. It would be unique to have my name attached to a league.
I mean, for a media member, it's like getting your name on a court like Joe Baylog.
Not sure that I quite earned it like Coach Joe.
Not yet.
Not
You're
yet.
getting there.
We're getting there, baby.
We're at free throws.
The foul's
Bo's
gonna go,
second.
yeah, on Bo. So checking in and picking up a couple of fouls, a couple of field goals, and resulting in 2 free throws here for Poland. And I always admire guys like Hunter in the senior season, willing to sacrifice, come off of the bench, offer something for a team at a small school. As he's looking to go 2 for 2 here on this trip, and will indeed. So back down to an 8-point deficit for the Birds, but Clear Fork with an opportunity to hold for the final shot. Oates mishandled it off the kick out. Van Osdel with the drive.
And now we'll get free throws there.
Yeah, he's going to shoot.
It's Hunter Poland. So you're getting a little bit of everything here so far in this first quarter, Brian. Getting some three-point shooting, some physicality underneath, and that physicality has led to free throws by both sides. Then Osdale hits the first.
Now 7 of 10 on the year, 70%. Hoax skies for the board. And shooting foul. Referee says on the floor, but there's no such thing with more than 5 fouls.
It's on Judah Layton. And that thud when he fell to the ground shook our table. Big guy.
Last 2 free throws have not landed in their home for Clear Fork. Garrett with a shot a little more.
Go to your home, Ball. Why don't you go to your home?
Too good for your home, Ball?
That time it wasn't.
So back out to a 10-point cushion. And that will take us to the end of one. Clear Fork with some big offense here. Opens up a 10-point lead as we head to the second.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
Total points in the first quarter as Clear Fork leads 25-15, and the three-pointer, long range. Everyone liking that view so far.
I mean, Chicks dig the long ball. 7 combined threes. 4 from Clear Fork, 3 from Loudonville, but the Colts using their physicality, using that inside game to lead by 10.
My name is Brian Skowronski.
Hi,
Travis Berardi joins me here today. And hey, everybody out there watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure you drop us some comments throughout the broadcast. As you see Dakota Shook getting his second hoop here of the evening. Love hearing from you. Are you a New Year's resolution type of person? If so, what is your resolution this year, folks of
And have you already
Ohio?
broken it?
We're a day and almost 2 full days in, so very easily could have, stepped over the deep end already, as that's from the deep end of the pool, and it splashes home for Van Osdel.
John Beeline coaching this team. Everybody's chucking threes.
Makes for an exciting brand of basketball, especially the way they're getting up and down the floor at both ends.
Also, when you're in the MOAC, you need to have that in your pocket because those games are always high scoring.
Very active 2-3 zone. Van Osdel, same spot. the result remains the same.
Second Colt with 2 threes.
Largest lead, 14 points now for the Colts. Quick move baseline, no answer there. It spilled off the rim. What?
Own goal.
So they'll credit.
Oh, Wade gets the bucket, but Van Osdol tried to tip it to himself and instead put it through the hoop.
So Van Osdol actually responsible for the last 8 points of the game now. And a nice run at both ends.
Oh, that's just...
Those are the kind of checks
and
you don't want to cash.
when you have it happen on the OH report, too, that just adds insult to injury.
Memories. 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. Loudonville trying to shrink the deficit back down to single digits. Tough pass inside. Holtz read it all the way. Tips to himself. Max down on the floor. He popped up. Looks like he's a little shaken up. But how about Garrett Holtz and the versatility to be able to initiate the break?
Well, not only that, but throw it about 90 miles an hour on the run, too. That's the only reason Van Osdale was able to get his 3rd consecutive offensive bucket, 4th total.
Shook wide open. Rimmed out on him.
And again, it's Van Osdale. That is not a lucky spot for him right now.
Yeah, if you're Coach Bradford, you just stay away from that general area right now. It's got a little voodoo curse going. Break the spell, buddy.
He's making up for it on the offensive end, though.
Yeah, Adams got 9 points so far. And off the baseline drive, foul here on Logan Richmond. I believe that'll just be his, actually it's his 2nd foul. So he's going to take a seat. Dornbeer back into the mix. And off the tip, Spencer chased it down, shot it back in, and I think last touch there by Lane Mack.
Oh, he did get the deflection. I think right there, Lane Mack tried saving it, but tipped off his finger. That's just complete effort play right there. You don't know if it's going to be saved or not, but why not try it? And it turns into a turnover.
Holtz with a great catch,
what
spinning.
A move.
Inside, using the big body, the versatility.
Double digits for him.
Coming in on the double team. And it's going to go on Dornbeer for the block.
That's his 3rd personal, 2nd team foul.
Now the bench player, 5 points, but he's in foul trouble.
Gesner picked up by Beachy. Looking to go to work, a lot of space out there. Spread him 5 corners. And Spencer, a little too aggressive, draws the personal. Be the 3rd here on Clear Fork. And we're only 20 seconds past the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of charity stripe shots in this one.
First foul on Grant Spencer. Checking in off the bench here tonight. 3rd leading scorer on the roster. 8 points per game. Birds doing a nice job of spreading the floor, looking for some attacking windows. As Mack dishes it off. Will. Now to the double team. He'll try it from long range. And it hops into the hands of Jaden Beachy. He sends it forward. Van Osdel, great up fake, but got stripped on the way down by Dylan Wade.
Yeah, he was able to get the defender up in the air, but somehow, some way, still able to get a little, I don't know if it was his foot maybe off the ball on that. Nonetheless, keeps Clear Fork from scoring. Colts have a 6-point advantage here in the 2nd quarter.
Loose ball chased down. Now Gesner in between the circles. He'll get picked up at the top of the key. Davis Hoflick into the game now, the freshman. We haven't seen Judah Layton be very aggressive offensively, at least in terms of looking for his own shot yet. Now Shook's gonna try it, and he'll taste the rainbow from long range here.
He's got 9 points. The big guy with an inside-out game.
Right back the other way, not this time for Bo. Shook elevates, second story to secure that board.
Didn't really need to jump that high since the kid's so tall. Speaking of tall shots, there's Layton right off. You were mentioning him, he's on the board.
Back-to-back trifectas now for the Birds. Down to a 10-point margin. Holtz, he secures one himself. So the splash party continues.
7-3 for Clear Fork.
Now Garrett cut him off, traveling. And we'll get a timeout taken by the Colts. Tim Bradford going to talk to his boys for a minute. He's enjoying a 13-point cushion. And this is a Clear Fork team. They can really score the basketball. They're showcasing that here in the early portion of the contest. Closing in on 40 points.
Yeah, it's just hot shooting from beyond the arc. 5 different Colts hitting from beyond the arc, with Van Osdale and Richmond both hitting twice. Garrett Hoach, though, with the hot hand, hot taped hand, per se. 13 points for him. And student section getting in on the fun. Hawaiian night. I wish it was as warm as it is in Hawaii right now. Warm, 35 degrees outside here in Bellville.
Just toughens us up, Travis. That's how you got to look at it.
Sure, yeah. I'll take that.
Tough defense by Mack, forces the turnover. Wade keeps it in bounds. He'll take it to the rack. Too hard off the square. Holtz rises. Another rebound for Garrett. Van Osdale with the blow by.
Double dribble.
And he's disputing the call. Let's see here. Yeah, it definitely looks like he collected it. And the referee, he was kind of blocked by his body there. As we're under 2 minutes remaining here before the half. Judah again. And it's going to be Clear Fork basketball.
He saw that first one go, but that time I don't think he was completely set when he released.
Loudonville sagging back a little bit. They'll double down. Now here's Davis off the drive, bumped on the body. First personal foul against the Redbirds here in the second.
First against Gessner as well.
Brady Gessner. That's his first team foul.
Was thinking the girls basketball team not here, but Tyler Bates still in attendance.
Holtz can't deliver. Dornbeer inside. He's off to a great start offensively. 7 now for him.
Hey, if nobody's going to guard, you just put it right back up. 15-point game.
Colts just sitting down in a half-court man-to-man as Mack tries it. And again, the Eagle finds its landing.
6 points for him, 2 threes.
I believe that's his third made three.
I might have given it to somebody else earlier. There are 6 threes made, though, for Loudonville. I have that right.
And Van Osdale has had kind of an up and down first half. As Loudonville here with 44 ticks. Trying to get it back down to single digits entering the break.
You're right, Brian. Mac has 3 threes. Wade only has 1, not 2. I gave it to the wrong person. Maybe he'll hit here.
It's going to be Mac with the basketball, though. Calling for a screen. Gives it up top.
Nice pass.
Solid find in traffic. Shook on the other end, and he's into double figures.
Colts one final shot before the half.
It's going to be Garrett Holtz, left-handed drive to the lane. Will it count? Referee says yes. So Holtz carrying the squad offensively here tonight. Almost 20 points for him in the first half, as Clear Fork leads it by a dozen at the break. Stick around for our MWD Logistics halftime report. Travis and I will break down what we've seen so far through a couple quarters. We've got some mini Colts out here playing some basketball. We'll show you some of that and get you all prepared for half number 2. You're enjoying live and free boys high school basketball exclusively on OH Report.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skowronski, and let's make you a part of the game.
Tonight's boys high school basketball live stream brought to you guys free of charge per always on OH Report. thanks to our good friends at Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let them help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. They build real relationships with you so that they can understand what you need and get it to you fast. MWD Logistics, if you need a warehousing and logistics partner that gets your storage needs, store and move your inventory seamlessly into the hands of your customers' hands with MWD Logistics. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Lacey Construction, experience you can trust, done right and on time. And from Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths. Don't forget about windows and doors too, all since 1970. Let's do a quick peek here at these mini Colts. And then we're going to take one more commercial timeout, and we will be back with our MWD Logistics halftime report. But these little guys just battling too hard not to give them a little bit of love. Look at them going head-to-head out here. And this is what makes high school sports so great, is when you can involve the entire community and get them excited about it from the time they're just little guys. That's how you develop big-time programs. That's what they do so well out here in the Valley.
The Loudonville girls halftime bus is ready to load.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skowronski, and let's make you a part of the game.
It's halftime here in the Clear Fork Valley. 2 quarters in the books, and Colts fans enjoying the view of the scoreboard right now as it shows 42-30 and the Colts on top. I'm Brian Skowronski. Travis Berardi joins me now, and It was a fun first half, a lot of up and down action, and the three ball, the Friends of both sides.
Yeah, 13 combined threes as we take a look at the halftime stats. Brought to you by MWD Logistics.
Our guys.
6 threes by the Loudonville Redbirds, 7 threes by the Clear Fork Colts, but what makes that even better is on each side, 4 different players on each side have hit a 3. So you see that balance from beyond the arc, and that's high school basketball. That's always high school basketball nowadays is you get those big, tall guys, but they have to be able to hit from beyond the arc for you to be successful. And both teams have been so far. However, the Colts, their inside presence is the reason why they're leading by 12. 4 more twos. Both teams, not that many shots from the free throw line after what we thought would be a high free throw first half. The fouls kind of died down, and the Colts holding on to a 12-point lead.
Really thought that Garrett Holtz was phenomenal and has been all season. He finished off 22-23 with a lot of confidence and was starting to emerge as one of the top scoring threats, and you can tell he's put on a little bit more size here in the senior campaign. Even up top, he's got the hair growing out a little bit here over the Christmas break. And, I mean, the kid really filled it up, man. What do you have, 15 points, I think, in that first half to lead all scores?
15 to lead all scores. Van Osdale 9, Richmond 8, Dornbrier 7 off the bench, Grant Spencer 3, and then on Loudonville's side, Mack with 9, Shook with 11. Very impressive in that first half. Wade with 5, 3 by Layton, 2 by Poland. 25-15 Clear Fork in the first, 17-15 in the second for your 42-30 score.
It'll be a Clear Fork turnover on the opening possession. Tough shot on the fly there, Lane Mack. And his second opportunity better as he makes good off the square.
I guess you could call that an offensive rebound and bounced right back to him. And like the girls' game, the final 2 minutes of the half, the first 2 minutes of the second half, very important. Loudonville with the first strike. Let's see if they can turn it into a couple consecutive buckets and get within single digits.
Great take, and this young man really had the hot hand early for Clear Fork, and here's Logan attacking the rack yet again.
Yeah, it's a great answer there to put him in the double digits with 10.
Not a great decision just to whip that down to the other end. But Loudonville keeps it. Van Osdale almost stripped it off of Lane Mack, but it'll stay down here at this end.
Yeah, good job by him. Not the foul. Swipe right back down on the ball. That's the third or fourth time it's happened to Loudonville, too.
Layton lays one in from long range, his second made trifecta.
That's a great sight to see for Loudonville. His first shot of the second half, so made 3. Maybe he'll start getting hot here.
Wasn't really looking for his own shot early in the contest as he picks up his second personal foul there. And Loudonville, as close as they've been in a while. Beachy off the kick out. Now out to the rack. Tough shot.
Really haven't seen him create much offense himself. It's good to see him take it to the hole.
Follows on the Redbirds for Brady Kessler. That's his second team foul. Senyo Wall to the line, shooting 2.
Segno to the free throw line. As a unit, Clear Fork heading into tonight, only 40 free throw attempts. I thought that was a pretty underwhelming number.
Yeah, with the size they have, with their inside presence, I mean, it's quite an odd stat.
They come through with a pair that time from Alt.
Lead back to 10.
Gessner lobs it over to Judah, lost the handle. Holtz picks it up, 3-on-1 here. Garrett running the show, and he's just going to go end to ends. Missed it.
I would have liked for him to take it last second and pass that off. Could have nearly been a charge, but the defender wasn't really set to do that.
Instead, it's Layton now with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Gessner. As the Birds winging around outside. How about Shook flying out of bounds, and he'll miss it back iron. Bo Dornbrier checking in. Had it poked away as he spins in the lane. And a lot of giveaways here.
It is the season of giving still.
I thought we finished that up.
Well, when do you officially end the Christmas season?
I think today.
Okay, so it's the last day of it then.
Over with. And this stretch and play is over with too, as the Birds going to take a timeout. Jim Bates has seen quite enough of this sloppy play.
Yeah, trying to slow things down because it was just nothing but back and forth and back and forth, and really no offense was run on either side.
Take this opportunity. I'll open up the Facebook feed and see if you guys are commenting out there. Looks like we've got a couple of comments coming through. Rusty says the game's not playing. I mean,
playing on our end.
Not sure what you mean by that. Josh Banks wishing us a Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, Josh.
Great doubleheader to start off the basketball year. Ty Sellers now tuning in. Welcome to the conversation. Jump on in. As Travis likes to say, shout us out. We'll shout you out. And I got to give a shout out.
Shout out
to Corey Vermilia for becoming the only active player in the state of Ohio to have 2,000 career points right now.
That's awesome. Also, shout out to Annika Labaki for tying the all-time three-point mark at Clear Fork High School. So a lot of accolades here tonight, shown live and free.
Oh, great offense. The execution on fleek as Wade dips in and the finger roll.
See what happens when you run an offense.
Now Holtz turns inside, trying to play some bully ball right into the chest of Judah Layton.
He completely created that foul, too. Getting tangled up in it and just out of position. It's Layton's third.
And the third on Loudonville here in the frame. Holtz, catch and release.
He had so much time, he could have gone to the concession stand, got a bag of popcorn, then come back out and still made that.
Meanwhile, a bag giveaway here for the Birds. Gesner to nobody in particular.
That bird just overflew everything.
Loudonville still leads 7-6 the scoring here in the quarter. Hesitation this time for Garrett down the lane. Oof. Just came up a little bit short.
If you're Loudonville, you'd like to get this to maybe within 7 points by the end of the quarter at least to have a really legit shot.
Wade's been really aggressive offensively. Missed that one, and the Windex man, Dakota Shook, on his way to the free throw line. Played some big minutes so far here in this one.
I've been really impressed by the way Shook has played tonight. Inside and outside, hit a three before the half, but what he's been able to do in the paint has been very, very good for little Redbirds.
Shook now in his senior season, doesn't force a whole lot, lets the game come to him. And this to get it back to 10-point margin. Missed them both. Holtz with the board. Dornbreyer looking to size up the defender. Blows right by. I mean, the aggression the Bo plays with.
That's his fourth, but yeah, he just... Well, he grabbed it inside the paint and actually had a couple seconds to think of what he was going to do and then took it up strong, but just was off. And then the frustration foul for his fourth. First player in the real foul trouble here this evening.
He's got 4 on the other side. Judah Layton has a 3-pack of fouls. 3-2, the foul situation here in this quarter. Van Osdol off to the races. Push him with a 3-on-5. Shovel pass, Spencer. What a hesitation
Great
move.
ball fake.
Left it on the lip of the rim. And Clear Fork will come up empty.
So after a high-scoring first half, the lid on the rim.
Already a 5-second count. Loudonville's got to get it across. They'll lob it. Spencer's there. Big collision as he comes down on his right hip. Looks like Grant's going to be all right, but look at this one again. Thud.
Yikes. He's back up and all right.
Coach Bates wants to see his squad get into a half-court set. They've had a lot of success out of this look right here. Step back 3 from the corner. Came up short. Offensive rebound and free throws on the way for Poland.
That was smart by Hunter there. Came down with it, saw a hand right on his arm, and immediately chucked it back up to get the shots. To be Alt's second. Poland 2 of 2 in the first half from the line. I apologize for the announcer jinx.
Good free throw shooter on the season, 75%. And this would get him right at his season average. No bueno.
Again, we apologize for the announcer jinx.
Nice look inside. Holtz going to work. I mean, he's just a terror if he catches it that deep down on the block. 21 points now for Holtz. As Van Osdol. It's been pretty good. Kind of like a safety watching traffic switch back there. Would have been his 3rd steal. Judah thought better of a quick trigger on a 3-ball. They're getting a lot of space. Holtz matched up with him.
One of the first times I've seen either side slow things down. And again, the second time Loudonville's run a set, and they've been successful with this. Layton hits his second 3 of the half.
Garrett puts him in the whirly bird. Spin cycle complete.
Woof. Every time Loudonville's hit a big shot, who's come down and answered? Garrett Holtz.
Traveling violation from Mack.
Returning for Loudonville, 45, Dakota Shook.
So the lead remains at a dozen here for the Colts. Loudonville going to pick up half-court man-to-man. Holtz demanding the basketball, drawing a lot of attention, but he stepped out of bounds as he was able to get by Shook, expressing he thought he got bumped.
Well, we've seen how physical this game has been so far. The refs are going to let a little bit of bumping go along, especially down underneath, just that it's consistent, though.
Great deep pass for Wade, likes the view. Richmond pushing it ahead. And his feet got tangled up. Giveaway here for Clear Fork. As we're sub 90 seconds to go here in a fast-moving 3rd quarter. Big section of the contest right now for the Birds. Trying to trim this down to single digits before we get to money time. And a push off on Grant Spencer.
That'll be his 3rd.
In the 5th here on Clear Fork, so that's going to land Brady Gesner on the free throw stripe.
Gesner yet to break into the scoring column. 2 big free throws to get this back to 10.
Gesner 63% on the season. Couple subs coming in on both sides. Colin Johnson into the mix, the senior off the bench for Clear Fork, along with the freshman. See Davis Hoflick again. And J.J. Williams, sophomore, going to get some action here.
Van Osdale all the way down in the corner. Nobody saw him until right before the second shot. Could have been an easy home run ball for Clear Fork. Thankfully, the coaching staff caught him.
Drive down the lane, fumbled there by Johnson. So Loudonville, great opportunity now. See how fast they look to go to work. Baseline drive, and off the back of the backboard goes the pass from Gesner.
Just out of control going down the baseline. Just put up a prayer. Hopefully he was getting fouled, but nobody was there to foul him.
I think Coates is just so strong. He just kept leveraging.
Without fouling. And now we're going to get a foul.
Going J.J. Williams. It'll be the fourth here for the Birds, so they'll still have one to give. As he picks up Beachy full court. Jaden slips by, sets up Hoflick from the outside. And the back tap out to Holtz. Drives, poked away. Almost another giveaway here for Clear Fork as Davis again. Ball going to stay down here at this end.
Tough possession for Loudonville. 3 times it looked like they were going to come out with it, but unable to. Now we'll see if Clear Fork holds for the final shot.
Van Osdale with his second double dribble of the night. It's kind of a rare call.
Kind of not surprised the way the speed that this game has been going on both ends.
Colts come out with the 2-2-1 look. Trying to make it tough for Loudonville to get it across the timeline. They've done just that.
3 seconds.
As the freshman who just checked in, Strauss, puts it up at the horn. It won't fall, and we head to the fourth quarter. Clear Fork looking to win their first game here at 2024.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Hit him with it, Ski.
Money time has arrived here in the Clear Fork Valley. The Colts with a 10-point lead. Loudonville with the ball, though, and trying to make it a 7-point game. They will. Bottoms up. Judah Layton dialing in the GPS.
His third 3 of the second half. He's starting to come on.
But right
But
back at the other end. Van Osdale matches from the corner.
once again, Van Osdale and Holtz answering a big bucket from Loudonville.
Look at Beachy with the defense like white on Rice to Gesner. Picked him off. Van Osdale on the leak out. And he'll get a cheapie. The last 5 all belong to Adam.
Every time you think Loudonville is going to be back in this to make a run, Clear Fork, a couple buckets in a row.
Clean look. Lane Mack. Not this time. Smallest player on the floor, skies high.
High pointed that one.
Van Osdol knew he was going to take it all the way, missed it. Didn't hit the rim. I don't think he's allowed to catch that, but how about an offensive rebound and a putback? 16 points now for Adam Van Osdol, well over his season average of 7.
You ain't cheating if you ain't getting caught.
Well said. Oh, Hopeflick saves it back in bounds. Hoach didn't recognize it. And nearly an and one opportunity, but Dylan Wade will have to earn him, the junior, heading to the free throw line.
Foul is on the Colts double zeros. Davis Hopeflick, that's his first.
Only Hopeflick's first.
Coach Bradford's going to pull the trigger on a TO, and how about 10 points in the first 90 seconds, 7 of them belonging to Clear Fork.
This is more like the first quarter we saw, back and forth, but Clear Fork right now, they're happy exchanging buckets with Loudonville with their lead. Colts had a big win. We talked about it earlier this year against the North Ward Golden Knights. North Ward was shorthanded that night, but still a win is a win. And speaking of the Golden Knights, assistant coach for Loudonville, Kyle Kegley. He was a part of the 2 sectional championship teams for North Warren 2015 and 2016. I believe it's 16 and 17. The one-loss squad that went up toe-to-toe with St. Pete's. Those squads, Kyle Kegley, now an assistant coach. He's also the husband of Corey Vermilia's older sister.
Look at all these family ties. And how about all the fancy moves out there in the student section tonight? Great outfits, of course. The Stampede always comes through.
I need to get me a couple of those Hawaiian shirts.
I think we got some time on that.
Yeah, well,
Let winter marinate a little while, and then you can start daydreaming.
either that or I'll go into Adam's closet. He has some good shirts.
I
I got to get one
Celtics.
ready for the bowling tournament, though. You know?
That we do. I think I have the perfect outfit that we found already. As that hops off the front iron, Van Osdol saves it back in bounds, but how about the effort and energy for Johnson?
That would have been an assist of the year if he would have completed that, but it's turnover and a foul.
So not quite the same outlook.
Oh, man.
A little different.
Had a little bit of everything tonight.
Second half of a doubleheader. Loudonville winners in the girls' game earlier.
Team's so good.
12-0 now are the Redbirds.
You see Coach Tyler Bates didn't take the girls' team bus at halftime. Wanted to stick around and support the boys' team the rest of the way.
Clean look outside. Johnson elects not to pull the trigger. Van Osdol will. And how about the friendly hop in the friendly confines?
10 points in the second half for him. He's got 19.
Both he and Holtz combining for 42. As the ball's loose. Hopefully down to the floor. The race. Oh, backflip.
There's the assist.
Beachy with a fabulous setup. He has not scored tonight, but man, has he had an impact offensively.
Oh, that was pretty. Look at the effort from Clear Fork out of the timeout.
And I love seeing the freshman giving up the body, trying to earn more minutes, and that's the way to do it.
Just watch this play.
And this is all Davis Hopeflick getting down on the floor. National high jump champion in 8th grade. And coming in, providing a spark here for Clear Fork. A lot of excitement, of course, about the type of athlete he can be. Clear Fork did not have a very good football season, but he got a lot of experience at the defensive back spot, too.
I think that's kind of surprised us, too, after what they were able to do against Lucas in week 1.
What a game.
Things dropped out from there.
The lob, and it's red. So Loudonville getting a little bit sloppy now as things coming undone, but they'll force a turnover. And a big cheer for Looks like Jacob Brokaw is going to check in. 5'3" sophomore guard getting his first varsity minutes tonight. Great turn, shook, goes baseline, delivers again.
That's something they haven't gone to since the first half was the shook. That's his first points after scoring 11 in the first half.
Holtz took his time, came up well short. And there's a foot on the baseline there for Johnson on the save back in bounds. So it remains a 15-point cushion here for the Colts. And they got some youngsters up top. Active hands. Oh, but Hoflick right into Johnson. So it was basically a 5-on-3 for Loudonville. Great no-look inside. Judah Layton, the recipient. TO and a home and kitchen supply timeout called by Jim Bates. Great slip pass.
Loudonville hanging around, but they just haven't been able to get that run that they've needed. They might get a bucket or two here, but each and every time Clear Fork has been able to answer.
Take one more look at that. Great
look
play.
At the pass.
Hoflick getting on the floor. Beachy draws the defender, gives it up, and Van Ostel with the left hand. Pretty highlight.
Yeah. Behind the back pass as well. And that's all effort play there. Created by the strip, the dive, and then the 2-on-1.
Be knocked out of bounds. Stay down here with Clear Fork. Colts looking to end a 2-game slide. Losers in 3 of their last 4. But some very winnable games on the way. If they get this win, they're going to be back at home again against Highland, really struggling out of the gates. Then they go on the road at Edison before they get River Valley, but it's back here. So their next 4, I think Clear Fork, the way they're playing here tonight, you got to like them. Probably going to be a favorite.
Yeah. They kind of let that Fredericktown game slip away. They lost by 1 in a rivalry game. Should have had that one. They knocked off a Northmore squad without a couple of its top scores, but hey, that doesn't matter. A win is a win because with the new RPI and everything, it doesn't matter what division you beat. If it's a team that has 20 wins in Division 4, it's like you've beaten a Division 1 team with 20 wins. So a very big win for Clear Fork. And if they can keep it rolling, they can avoid that low seed where they may have to face a Shelby or a Lexington, in the first couple of rounds, a Willard.
Great take, Coach short-armed it. Hopefully with the follow. And he's in the scoreboard for the first time.
Referee making sure he's all right. I got accidentally bumped in the eye.
So the freshman will check out as Dornbeer's back in. And I guarantee you this, over the next 3 minutes, Bo's going to pick up that 5th foul. That's just the way he plays. He's always out for contact.
You got to have that enforcer on the squad, right?
He has been that.
Ooh.
How about this? Getting the turnover into the hands of Van Osdol. A 2-on-1 to the corner for Spencer. Not this time, but Bo with the rebound turned
return
away.
to sender.
Shook says no postage. Not this time. Judah fouled, and they'll shoot a couple. So the junior Layton looking for his 14th point. All 4 fouls here in the 4th quarter have been on Clear Fork.
They're going to empty the bench.
Yeah, it's going to be a fresh 5 new bodies into the game here for Loudonville.
Might as well get the whole team on the OH report tonight,
See Jacob Poole out there. Williams back into the mix. Elliott Strauss. Josiah Hirschberger. And with a missed free throw, Layton's going to stay on the floor.
So we're getting towards time of MVP couple guys up for it. Van Osdale, Hotes, even Logan Richmond with 10.
Bo flying in, creating more opportunities. I think I'd like to talk to Garrett Hotes.
Yeah.
See what's been going on with him. I know he has a big scoring night early in the year. Was the leading scorer in the MOAC for the first couple weeks of the season. 21 tonight. Actually, he's got more than that, doesn't he? What do you got him for?
That's it.
21? Okay.
Well, no.
Feels like he has more.
I have 24.
Good looking pass backside, and Poole gets his first bucket. Now Van Osdale working off the block, shovel pass. And Garrett's got a foot on the baseline. So all 5 new players getting some action here for the Colts at the end.
I think the main question now is, can Clear Fork get it to 70?
I like those odds. I like them getting at least a bucket. Because you imagine with these younger fellas of Loudonville also getting some limited varsity minutes, they're going to try to get some points too. Case in point.
If I was out there and got the ball, I'd chuck it.
I'm going to say last touch by Loudonville. Coach Bates can't believe it.
Which one? Both of the coaches.
Going with Jim.
And ball don't lie. Clear Fork turned it right back over.
Yeah, certainly looked like that was last touched by Clear Fork. And Poole looking for a second bucket. Can't deliver that time as Clinton Stollard secures the rebounds. Here's Trey Sellers. See if Trey looks to shoot a 3. He's going to have it poked away, picked it up, triple teamed.
Everybody touched the ball there.
How about a diagonal pass into the hands of Stollard, and the sophomore does get him to 70.
There you go. All 5 players on the court for Clear Fork touched the ball in that possession. That's a coach's dream right there.
Sick hustle play by Hirschberger to keep it in to set up the freshman Strauss.
Nothing but nylon.
And Elliott looks like he means business.
It's just a change.
Just get everybody in there. So everyone here tonight for Clear Fork and Loudonville getting into the action. Why not?
Yeah. And it's not like it's a big blowout either. It's a 13-point game, so it's been a closely contested game throughout, but just Clear Fork able to control it enough.
Colts just a dozen seconds away of taking care of business. Three balls on the way.
Oh,
would have blown the roof
coaching
off.
staff wanted it.
That one's deep from the freshman, and that will do it. Final score here at the Corral, 70-57. Clear Fork ends a 2-game skid, ending Loudonville's 2-game win streak. We'll take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be back with our MWD Logistics post-game show that will include an interview with our Spherion Mid-Ohio player of the game. That will be Garrett Hotz. Keep it here. We'll return live and free.
In today's world of supply chain shortages and disruptions, having raw material or finished goods inventory on hand to fill customer orders is more important than ever. Based in North Central Ohio and with locations nationwide, including 5 throughout the Buckeye State, MWD Logistics can find your business the warehouse space needed to manage your distribution and logistic needs. Grow your bottom line with flexible warehousing solutions at MWD Logistics.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skowronski, and let's make you a part of the game.
Tonight's basketball action brought to you live and free on the OH Report, thanks to our generous sponsors. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get for you fast. MWD Logistics, need a warehousing and logistics partner that gets your storage needs? Store and move your inventory seamlessly into your customers' hands with MWD Logistics. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Lacey Construction, experience you can trust, done right and on time. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free this evening.
We return now with our Spherion Mid-Ohio player of the game, Garrett Holtz, the most points in the game here tonight. And that's kind of been a theme for you, one of the leading scorers in the MOAC. And you've really been picking up that pace in terms of scoring. I think that you finished 2023 on some high notes in terms of becoming one of the guys on the team that they're looking to. So tell me about just kind of progressing and becoming one of the leading scorers in the league.
It's just been a lot of work in the off season and getting up shots, working in the post, and I really just got to hand it to my teammates because they get me the ball and they get me my points. I can't do it without them, and if I'm not scoring, they're knocking down shots. So it's all props to them, really.
New year, and you come out and you put up a win over a Loudonville team that had back-to-back victories. Just how good does it feel to kind of kick off 2024 on a bright spot?
It really feels amazing. It's a way to bounce back from a couple losses and really pick up the pace heading into the new year and into some very winnable games.
Yeah, we all kind of thought the same thing when we were looking at the calendar. 2-5 at the beginning portion of the season, but man, really, really tough schedule. So does this feel like this is kind of like the start to a confidence-building section of the season for you?
Yeah, it definitely feels like a building point in the season and getting us going towards those difficult games again to where we can push ourselves and win them and really compete in them.
Well, with the new chapter in the new year, are you the type of guy, do you make New Year's resolutions? And if so, well, what are you working on this year?
I don't really make New Year's resolutions. I just kind of, if I'm doing what I'm doing and I'm doing it good, I keep it going. I just try not to stop it.
Well, we hope that continues for you as the season continues to progress. 3 wins for you guys now and an opportunity for some shout-outs here, Garrett. So look in the camera and deliver them home.
I just want to shout out to my parents and my family and also my teammates and my coaches for all the work that they put in and really just being behind my back and having each other's backs.
All right, Garrett Holtz, team high, 24 points. Your Spherion Mid-Ohio MVP. Cool. Thanks for the time.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
Back here at the Valley for your MWD Logistics post-game wrap-up. Brian Skowronski along with Travis Berardi, and a great showing here tonight for Clear Fork. Kicking off the new year in style, and you just heard from the MVP, Garrett Holtz. Feels like this could be the start of something special brewing in the new year out here in Bellville.
Yeah, it's always good to start the new year off with a win. It's like a clean slate. Doesn't matter what you do in that first half. And usually it doesn't. Other than for conference implications, it's how you finish the years, the regular season, I should say. They started the year off with a win. You just keep getting better and better until tournament time. That's all that matters right now for the Colts.
And for both of these teams, you see Loudonville a chance to bounce back in a league game against Crestline, who's really struggled out of the gates. Highland as well has not played very fantastic basketball yet, so you could see certainly Loudonville, they've got some pieces and parts where they might not be in the Mid-Buckeye Conference Championship conversation, but they've got some winnable games on the way.
Yeah, and it was just they couldn't hit shots early on in that first quarter. That's the difference in this game, was that 25-15 first quarter.
Sure.
Clear Fork came out hot. Loudonville had open looks, just could not hit, but they kept with them in quarters 2, 3, and 4, but it just wasn't enough. This is a good team.
We'll take a look at the final stats of the night, show you guys what kind of determines the outcome here. And the 3 balls, I mean, they were dripping for both squads, but it's in the paint where Clear Fork got it done.
Yeah. They were more physical, other than Dakota Shook. I was very impressed by his play, but he really didn't get the ball in the second half. Only 2 points after an 11-point first half. But other than that, Clear Fork was just able to dominate the paint, and that's the complete difference. But this is a Clear Fork squad that they are physical inside, and if you get into that physical game in the paint, Clear Fork's going to come out winning.
And as we move forward, we already talked about the next matchups and the potential for these teams. I really do think that in an MOAC that's very top-heavy, there's a lot of good teams. Clear Fork probably not going to be in the top 4 in the league this year, but I could potentially see them playing spoiler and having something to say about who does win the league when it's all said and done.
Yeah, especially if they catch one of those top teams on an off night. They have that ability. They already did. A Pleasant team.
Knocked them off,
They
yeah.
already knocked off a Pleasant team in what most thought was a shocker of a victory for them. But if they can play ball like that a couple more times, yeah, they're going to be the ones that have a say in who wins this conference.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing how their season continues to progress. And they've got about 3 games, very winnable, coming up on the calendar here to tip off the new season. But that is going to wrap up our doubleheader coverage here from the Clear Fork Valley tonight. And got to thank all of our generous sponsors for coming together and helping bring you tonight's coverage, including Lacey Construction, Home and Kitchen Supply, MWD Logistics, Mechanics Bank, Avita Home Health and Hospice, and Spherion Mid-Ohio. Thank you to my awesome crew here tonight as well. Jory Hollenbeck was top camera or sideline something for the first game. Madeline Zizzuto has been here all night, been running camera for us. Adam Thompson has been directing and switching for you guys. For Travis Berardi, I'm Brian Skowronski, wishing you all a very happy new year, and we'll have plenty of live and free boys and girls basketball coverage coming up here real soon. But for tonight, from the Valley, we are out of here.